Good morning. Caught me off guard there. Sorry, a little bit late, but it's Saturday and it's Christmas Eve. So I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas Eve. And tomorrow's Sunday and Christmas. So tomorrow I will not be doing a live here. So we'll be back at it on Monday, right? And a lot of you are off on Monday, so that'll work. Anyway, I hope you're having a great morning, a good Christmas Eve morning. I may not even have anybody watch this morning because everybody's chilling and my family's all getting together for a big breakfast, and I can't go because it's just too cold. It's up to 12 degrees now. So, but the wind's not blowing. That makes a big difference. So I just can't get Chris out of it when it's this cold. So I'm gonna miss it, but that's okay. I'm not missing Christmas. Nobody misses Christmas because Christmas is Christ in our heart, right? So anyway, I hope you're having a great Christmas Eve morning. I know a lot of the big activities are Christmas Eve night. When I was a kid, that was when we opened presents. If Daddy could wait, Mama would say, "No wait, no wait, no wait. You're gonna wait, you're gonna wait," and the Daddy would come and go, "Oh, let them open just one." So Daddy was a softie, and that was all right. We knew how to play it too. But anyway, so we Christmas Eve was our day to open all our gifts, and then on Christmas Day we had a big spread, and we always had pickles and olives. That's the only time of year Mama bought pickles and olives was Christmas and Thanksgiving. So I have pickles and olives. I'm okay. I've got Christmas. I was thinking, do I have any? I do. I have both. Anyway, so but I hope you're having a great morning. I hope you're having a good Christmas Eve. I hope you have a great Christmas plan for tomorrow. And as I was thinking about Christmas today and just how uneven the commercialization of Christmas is. I thought, everybody doesn't have, I'm able to give my kids money. I don't buy gifts. I'm horrible with gifts, so I don't buy gifts. So I'll give gift cards or cash and say, get what you want, because I don't want to get the wrong thing, right? I'm just terrible with gift buying. I'm not very good. So every once in a while I'm okay, but usually I just miss it. So I'm just like, I'll just give you money. Go get what you want. And so, but as I was thinking, when I was growing up, we were really poor. Many years, not every year, but many years, my parents were just struggling with four kids at home trying to make ends meet, both of them working full-time jobs, most of those years. And they did it. We never missed a meal. Came close once. We never missed a meal. And they took care of us, and we always had something for Christmas. But we looked at other kids, or I did. I can't speak for my siblings, but I looked at other kids going, they're getting like when they turned 16, they got a new car. They had the latest. Ooh, when the VCR came out, ooh, and Atari and games and stuff, they all had the latest, and I was really happy to get a Barbie, or a GI Jane. No, it wasn't GI. What was her name? Jane West. I had a Jane West. I loved her, and because she was cowgirl, and I was happy to get two or three things. Daddy bought me a CD of John Denver one year. He did not like John Denver because John Denver wasn't really country to him, but he bought it for me anyway because he knew I loved John Denver, and so we always had got something. But we didn't. I was always like, how we didn't believe in Santa Claus because Mama didn't wasn't brought up to believe in Santa Claus. And she's like, I'm not gonna lie to my kids. My parents didn't lie to me. They know Santa Claus. You get what you get. And maybe some of that was because they didn't have the money to fake it, right? I don't know. But we always had something, and I thought how uneven Christmas can be. Now the commercialization is great, and I'm so thankful for the charities. I've seen several stories come across the feed and all, where different charities have. I believe even the Thunder I saw last night during the game. The Thunder went to maybe an elementary school or something here and took them all shopping, the kids all shopping and things like that. And it's so great to see people doing for other people. I hope that none of these charities just do that at Christmas because people need stuff. They need clothes. They need food all year long, right? And so, but it's uneven. We don't have the same money. We don't have the same funds. We don't have the same, accessibility to different things. And so the story of Santa Claus is really nice, but it's not really real. And what do you tell your child when Santa can't bring them nothing? And so I was thinking about how uneven it was, and it wasn't a sad thought, so don't go off on that, right? It was a good thought. I was thinking about how uneven it is, how some get a new car and some get a new skateboard, and someone gets a trip to, I don't know, the Bahamas, and someone else is lucky to get to take out their trash. I mean, and so it's just so uneven, right? And then I started thinking, here's the cool thing. the true meaning of Christmas, and that is Christ in us, that Prince of Peace, the one who came, is equal to everybody. You see, time is one of those things that's equal to everybody. The rich can't buy more, and the poor don't lose it. They can't sell it to make money on the side, right? We can leverage time, but nobody can make one more second in a day. They can't. It's just time is there. We can't manipulate time, even though we leverage it by making wise choices on how we spend our time, right? We all only have 24 hours a day to spend. Nobody gets more, nobody gets less. That's one thing that's always going to be even. Money's not even, right? Families aren't even, right? And so I was thinking about all these things. I was like, but we all have access to Christ. We all have the same measure of faith. He gave all of us a measure of faith. That's an even playing plane. We all have the faith. He gave us all the faith it would take to get to Him. We all have access to His grace. It's not measured out. The rich don't get more and the poor get less. Or maybe even if it was more just, if you want to call it that, the poor would maybe get more grace and the rich wouldn't get as much. Because, right? No, we all have the same grace. We all have the same opportunity to have a relationship with Him. We all have the same opportunity to learn about Him. We all have the same measure of peace. When He said, "I'm leaving my peace here," He didn't say, "except for that little corner over there," or "unless you're over there," or "except for this region." He said, "I'm leaving my peace here." Why? Because He was the Prince of Peace. Isn't that what someone does when in the old days, and new days some, when they went in and they conquered a land, they took that person's flag down and they put their flag up. And Jesus was saying, the Prince of Peace came to earth. The angels sang, "Peace on earth." They were like, "Hey, dude, peace is on earth." He extended it. He's the Prince of Peace, the everlasting Father. And He extended that peace. It's no longer just in the heavenlies. He's not just the Prince of the kingdom of peace in the heavenlies. He's the Prince of Peace of the kingdoms of the earth. So He stuck that flag there going, "I'm leaving my peace here. My peace can reign right here in the middle of your mess." And we all have equal access to His peace. I don't get less peace than someone else. I don't get more peace. I get the same peace. It's just how much I decide I'm going to let it reign in my heart. How many of my cares, and our cares are something that's not even, but we all do have cares, right, and concerns, but how much do I invest in gathering up those cares and giving them to Him? You can gather up your cares and give them to Him. He didn't set a limit on that either. He didn't say, "Okay, I can only take 8 metric tons of cares today. That's it. You can't bring anything past 8 metric tons. After you get to 8 metric tons, that's just it. I just can't do any more than 8 metric tons. Maybe tomorrow I'll do 10 metric tons, but today I can." There's no measure on that either. He didn't say bring all of your cares except the ones that are really bothering you, or bring all of your cares except the little ones. Bring all of your cares except... He said bring all your cares. There's no limit on it. Everybody has the same opportunity to bring all of their cares and give them all to Him. And then we all have the same opportunity to take His peace and let that Prince of Peace, because He established His kingdom here, and now He's the Prince of Peace everywhere. Everywhere somebody wants to allow Him to be the Prince, right? The King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. And so as I was thinking through all this, I got really excited, because I'm like, I get His peace. It doesn't matter if I've got money or not. It doesn't matter if I've got health or not. Hopefully you have good health today, right? That's worth more than money, honestly. It doesn't matter if I can go get a new car like I'd like to do, or go get a new house like I'd like to do. It doesn't matter. I have the Prince of Peace wanting to live in my heart, and you have a Prince of Peace who wants to live in your heart, who wants to walk through time with you. And there's no limit. And the only thing uneven is our desires. How much do you want this Prince of Peace? How much do you want to work to get to that throne of mercy, to find grace to help in time of need? It's accessible to everybody. We have the same grace. We have the same massive love. We have the same peace. We have the same faith that He gave us, all a measure of faith. And then it's up to us to grow those things, right? But he gives us all freely all these things to enjoy, not based on our ethnicity, not based on our social standing, not based on our socioeconomic standing, not based on our job, our families. He just says, I'm freely giving you all of this. Now it's up to you. Wouldn't it be great if Christmas was like that? And they just opened the stores and said, "Go get what you need." It's kind of what, if you want that analogy there, right? It's kind of like that. If they just opened all the stores and said, "Go get what you need," it's all there. And as soon as you took something off, it was like the loaves. I'm sure. Can you imagine when Jesus had the disciples feed the was it four? There was 4,000 they fed once, and 5,000 they fed once, and that was just the men. That didn't count the women and children. We weren't important back then. We are, though, to God. But they didn't go hungry. They got fed. All right. So he took care of them. But can you imagine if you were given a loaf of bread and you're walking among 4,000 people and you're breaking off a piece and giving it to someone for sustenance, and you go to the next person, you break off the same piece. You give it and you look at that would be, you keep thinking the loaf is going to go away. Well, if we could imagine Christmas in that way, and going to the store and taking something off the shelf, but it doesn't deplete what's there. You take something off the shelf and you look back and there's still just as many. Take something off the shelf, put it in the cart, look back, there's still just as many. That's what his peace is like. That's what his mercy is like. That's what his grace is like. It's like the store is open, there's no charge, go get what you need. We all have that. So in that sense, Christmas is for all of us because it's Christ mas. That's the way I like to call it, Christ mas. And in Spanish, mas means much, more, right? No mas means no more. Christ mas, more Christ. Do you want more of him in your life today? Do you want to lean more on him today? He gave access to everybody, all the same. All you got to do is call on him. All you got to do is fight through your fears and your doubts and your struggles to get to that throne of mercy and obtain grace, unending grace, unlimited grace that can help in time of need. So enjoy the things about Christmas that can't change. Peace, love, grace, mercy. Isn't that awesome? We all get what we need, and there's no end to it. So with that, I wish you a Merry Christmas. May Christ be in your celebration, whether you're with family or alone, no matter what. May grace be in your celebration. May peace overwhelm you in your celebration. And you can celebrate without a lot of food, fancy food. I ain't got a turkey. Oh well, I might order one. No, I'm not. I won't order one. It doesn't matter. May Christ be the center of your Christmas today and tomorrow. Have a great day. Peace out, and I will see you bright and early Monday morning.